Hello, 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 Taurus. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing today? My name is Patty. I'm your empath that's doing your Divine Intuitive Tarot. Now, this tarot is a little bit different for those of you that are brand new. It is more guided to help you with your struggles, challenges, things in life that you might be questioning. Hopefully, it'll bring you some ease, some peace, some joy, and whatever that you need and that you're going through, either struggle, challenge. Just again, a question or something that you have for Divine. So I do use oracles and tarot cards. I will first start out with 3 oracles. One being the Divine's card is the first one because that is our source. That is where we should be going first before the cards. Actually, the cards are just a telephone, pretty much. And then I'll be going into some astrology and numerology. But the second card is for the current week. And this is the week of the 22nd through the 27th, I believe. Yes, 27th. And then future card is the planets, pretty much, of what's going to be happening. And I'm going to say this is going to happen through July. I can't shuffle this morning. Through July. So just sort of paying attention to what is happening around you and inside you will really help you in your future decisions and choices. All right. So let's get started. Week of the 21st through the 27th. Now we've got a retrograde leaving. Amen. Hallelujah. It is the Mercury retrograde. It is gone on the 22nd. I'm looking at a calendar if you see me looking up. The 22nd. And then the 24th that we have is the full moon. Full moon will be coming in, and I am doing a reading on the full moon. However, usually, if for those of you that know me, I do it right on the full moon, but I will be on an airplane at that time, so I have to do it the 22nd. 23rd, I'm booked up. So 22nd is going to be the full moon reading at 11. So if you haven't subscribed, hit the bell. You'll know when I'm on. It's live. It definitely is live. And you can come on and ask questions or tell me where you're from or whatever. And yeah. So those are the 2 things that are going on this week. I am doing the weekly readings. I mean the weekly dailies, Monday through Friday. Those are still going on for another few weeks. We'll see how they go. There seem to be, picking up, and we may keep those going on. We'll see. And then, because I'm just getting booked up with coaching appointments and leather work. So we'll see how it goes. So let's get started. First card out is the Serpent. Serpent is for the Divine. This is a Divine's card. And this is the message to you from Divine for whatever you're going through, struggles, challenges, decisions you're trying to make, question you're asking, and anything like that. So the Serpent is about knowledge and healing. Okay. And the Serpent is also about the number 5, sort of unstable. When we're healing, it is unstable. When we're trying to learn something, it is unstable. It's like a novice. We're trying to learn something, try to do something different, step out of the box, try to think different, that kind of thing. It is unstable. But however, the great thing about the Serpent is, and what the Divine talks about with the Serpent, is getting rid of the old to get ready to bring in the new. So if you are thinking in a different way or doing in a different way or wanting something in a different way, you've got to shed this old skin. The snake, the only way it can grow is to shed that old skin and move on, has new skin, and then that one sheds and moves on. That's life. That's our life. If you really look at it, we've got to I just went through a coaching session this morning with somebody. They had to let a friendship go because it was like so long, but they've outgrown each other, but they haven't realized that they outgrew each other. One did, the other one's like, no, I didn't. Yes, you did. So the thing is that it's time to move on. Sometimes it's time to, and it's uncomfortable to move on because we are a creature of nature and we do not like to change. And that's why 2020 was really hard, because adaptability is your biggest asset that you can have. And some people are just not adaptable or flexible. So that's where it causes a lot of internal fighting, because you're thinking with your head and not your heart. Okay. So time to get rid of something to allow something new to come through. Okay. And that is just the way it's like death and birth. It's about letting go and something new and all that kind of stuff. All right. So current energy is the Spider. It's about creative projects. It is about harmony and improvement. This is about growing that newness and expanding it to its limitless, not its limit. So whenever we learn something new, or especially like if you're in college and you're learning something new for a new career, you got to allow that to expand and expand and expand and expand. Say, oh, well, you know, I'm just, for example, I'm just going to become, I don't know, an animator. I'm just going to become an animator. You've just limited yourself. Because in creating to become an animator, that's wonderful. However, you could go above and beyond that. You have no idea. You could become a lead animator. You could become a whole movie, and you know, whatever it is, but you could keep going, 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 going. That's what this creative project is to allow that creativity of who you are to grow, 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 and not let it stop. You know, because we are our own limit. And we are our own saboteurs, pretty much. Future energy is Merlin. This is about justice and balance. And again, that number one energy about new energy. There's something new beginnings, new growth, new happenings, whatever that is. All right. So this is beautiful. However, the divine has that knowledge and healing on the serpent is that you got to heal. So that's putting that oldness past and bringing that newness forward. I say wisdom. I like wisdom. I don't like knowledge, really. I like knowledge. Knowledge is earth-based. We have to have it. But if you have wisdom in something, then you definitely have knowledge in something. Because if you have wisdom in something, you have to learn what the knowledge is. So it's in reverse. If you have wisdom, you're ahead of the game in it. Okay? Because you already sort of know. All right? All right. Boy, I got a lot of scam calls today. It's crazy. All right. So the first card out. This tells me a little bit about what has gone on with you in the past, maybe what definitely is going on for your future, going to be going on for your future kind of thing. So for somebody in the past, you definitely work hard. You definitely put your mind to it. You do work hard. I can see definitely with the Eight of Pentacles, is something that you sort of try to get your ducks in a row. You do everything. This is a very worldly person. Because you're really focusing on everything of the world, you know, what money's going to give you, what money's going to bring you. Okay. And so this is something that you've done. I can see this person being a workaholic. Been there, done that. But this person is definitely one that works hard, isn't afraid to work hard, has some persistence and resilience as it works, as they work hard. This is somebody that wanted to see the progress for the future from them working hard. Be really mindful and careful of that. That's earthly, because when we think we've got the whole picture figured out, divine comes in and switches it up. And this has caused somebody in the past some big heartache. Whew. I want to say this is for people that are in their younger years, that have maybe gone through school, that maybe they've graduated from high school, they got let down because they were told certain things, that if you work hard, you're going to get this and this, and it didn't happen. That if you work hard and you go to college, you're going to get a good job. And so each time they did whatever they were told to do, they worked their buns off and it didn't happen. This is again Earth. We put all our eggs in the Earth's basket, and the divine keeps saying, you know, it's unstable. So you got to look what your passion, your desires, and everything are there. All right. So really pay attention to that. This is somebody's past. Current energy for somebody is definitely they're looking at the truth. What is the truth? What is real? You know, that's your authentic you. So that is somebody that really is paying attention to who they are. They're now being more consistent. They're looking to the second dimensional realm, which would be divine, God, whatever you're going to, and saying, hey, you know, tell me what you want me to do. Tell me who you want me to be, or show me what you want me to be. Guide me who you want me to be. This is for your future. And you're looking at the consistent truth rather than the earthly truth, which is like this and all over and up and down and all around. So somebody is really looking deep now into shedding that old skin, like the serpent, and trying to find a creative way to move forward in the future. Okay, so the King of Swords. Because the King of Swords is all about authority, truth. If it's not of truth, then get it out of here, because I don't want to see it. If it's not true, then remove it. And we look at like science as being truth. That's still earthly, guys. That's still earthly, because I don't care how many vaccines you make, how many different kinds of vaccines you make. You're not God. You cannot say that that is going to take care of everybody and everything that, is going to walk the earth in this COVID virus. It's not. If it's somebody's time, it's somebody's time. So this is, again, playing between earth dimension and second dimension. Somebody was talking to me this morning. They were talking about how they do their tarot, and it's definitely not of divine. And I said I would love to have an hour with that person, because it is not truth. It is not truth. And where they're getting their stuff from, and it's from their personality as well. They're not even, I don't know where they're at. Dangerous, very dangerous. Anyway, so this is to be looking for your future. Somebody, again, is looking too far into the future, and it's great that you do look into the future. However, what you really want to be doing is thinking about the future, but living in the now, working in the now, finding out what it is that you need to release now, because we are going into the full moon this week. So we are waning. We're getting rid of stuff. Get rid of it. Do your spring cleaning in your mind and in your house. Get that stuff gone. Am I upside down? No. Get that stuff gone, because junk in, junk out, junk here. It's not healthy. Not healthy, because you're taking up, everything has energy of some type or another. So you are taking up energy that you want to release. That's why having a clean house, everybody feels good when they have a clean house. It's because those energies are all sort of in place. And anyway, all right. So you're thinking of the future. That you do have to acknowledge the future. Don't get me wrong. That's number 3 in numerology. You got to acknowledge it, but you don't want to live there, because it's not even there yet, and it may not ever happen. It's sort of like having a house. You put all your energy into this house, this money into this house. Fire comes, the house is gone. Then what? Where are you putting your energy at is the question. Definitely. People are fighting to let go. This is somebody's weakness here. Definitely somebody's weakness is you don't want to let go. That old energy feels good. That old energy is comfortable. That old energy you just don't want to let it go. So then you're wondering, then you're complaining and moaning and groaning, how come things aren't changing? Because you're not letting them go so that you can create and grow your limitless life. You got to let go. You're fighting yourself. Somebody's definitely fighting themselves. But somebody is really definitely holding on. And maybe you're holding on because whatever you thought worked in the past and what you were taught. Oh, thank you. So somebody was taught in the past, and this is where your foundation, your core foundation is that you were taught that if you work hard, it's good, and that's what matters in life, and that's where it goes. It's sort of a broken way of foundation. However, you do work hard. No matter what you do, you work hard. But if it's something you enjoy and love, it's not really work. It's not really work. It's pleasurable because it brings probably somebody else joy, not just you, because it doesn't end with you. Because our work is not to end with us. For somebody right now, you're holding on to stuff that ends with you, and that needs to let go because it's not doing anybody any good other than yourself. And that's not the way the divine works right now. I mean, well, he's never worked that way. It's sort of like me when I say I'm the conduit. You're supposed to be the conduit for whatever your purpose and your calling is, and teach or talk or help or grow somebody else. Yeah. Number 4, very unstable. Again, we're back in the unstable 4 of Cups. Again, you're not working in what you love. You're not working in what you do. You're not working in something that brings you pleasure, is your passion, your calling. It's time to actually maybe release whatever it is. And if you have to change jobs, you change jobs. But the thing is that you have to look at what it is from the old that isn't working anymore that needs to be released. Because definitely your number 4 is number 5. It's really funny because you have a number 4 and a number 4 together, but one is reversed. It's like it's stable, then it's not stable. Then it's stable, then it's not stable. Then it's stable, then it's not stable. Okay? And again, we're back to the Page of Wands. This is your challenge card. This is your card that is looking forward into the future. However, if you look at the Page of Wands, he's not thinking that far into the future. So your challenge card is saying stop thinking so far into the future, thinking it's just going to work out that way. And if it doesn't work out that way, actually, no, it's not that. It's if it doesn't go the way that I want it to, then it's not going to work out. No, you're going to have all kinds of things in the middle. You might even run into a few spider webs along the way. That might say, hey, you would be moving faster if you let yourself be limitless in all the things that you can do. Learn as much as you can, pretty much. All right. All right. I don't know who this is for. But definitely not working in what you want to be doing right now. 7 of Wands. Definitely you're trying to stand up for yourself, however, because this is where the justice and balance is in the future. Okay, the justice and balance. So we're trying to get balance back, but the balance is you're not going to get balance until you let go of what you need to release, and that I think is pretty much career. We're looking at career and your heart. You know, somebody sometimes stays in the job market too long. And that's based on stability. You know what I mean? So somebody stays, yeah, definitely. It's got to be moved. You got to move. You got to move. You got to keep moving. And not moving. I'm not saying change jobs. No, but there has to be movement. Somebody's just stuck. Yeah, I don't like saying wish. Your rewards or your blessings are not going to be fulfilled because you're sort of stuck. You're moving. But you're moving like not at turtle's pace, at hare's pace, if you know tortoise and the hare. It's like you're up and down and you're going and it's going for a while, then it's not, and it's going for a while. It's not working. And the divine's saying, I'm trying to give you everything that you want. However, you're going to have to release something. What is it that you need to release? Who is it that you need to release? What habit is it you have to release? Yeah, it's moving very slow. Extremely slow, like the planets. Right now, Saturn, Mercury, and Pluto, extremely slow. Ooh, almost stop. Knight of Wands is coming towards whatever your wish is. Some romance, maybe. Somebody who loves you. Somebody who wants to love you. Somebody that maybe you've got your wall up against. They're trying to come in, but I feel like there's a wall. Definitely a wall. I don't know who that's for. All right. Can I get clarity on the... Guess not yet. The Sun. See, so the thing is that there's all this beautifulness. There's some positivity. There's some contentment. There's joyful things. There's everything sort of coming towards you. But this knowledge and healing, this shedding of the old skin, what I'm feeling like is that there's a new person here that wants to come in, but they can't, because even if they want to, I feel like that they're that like they keep coming towards, and they're about ready to say like, but then for whatever reason you say something and they stop. It's sort of like they want to ask you out or ask you on a date or get to know you better, want to have coffee or whatever, and they're about ready to ask you. It's like, would you like to? And then you say something like, man, I just don't like men. I just don't like women. And then that stops them and that retracts. Now, if there's any Virgo energies here, definitely that Virgo has that delay coming in, and that delay in that reading is like you're putting it on. You're actually making it happen with Virgo background. So we have the Queen of Swords. Now we've got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords here. This is about actually truth and justice, definitely. I don't know if somebody's actually going through some things with, authorities or the police or anything to do with that. Maybe, what do you call it? I keep hearing patrol, payroll. That's not it. But just having to do with something going on. It could be as little as a ticket. It could be a misdemeanor. It could be a felony. I don't know. But it definitely has to do with the truth. If that is somebody that you know, it's time to step up and tell the truth. Because it's just going to spiral down further and further and further. And I've seen that, trust me. And then, you know what? You look like a fool later because the truth comes out. And then you've wasted not only all that much time. This could be even in a relationship, definitely. Knight of Wands. Didn't we have the Knight of Wands before? Yeah, Knight of Wands. Happening slowly, but it's happening. Okay. Let me get a little bit of clarity on this, see if I can get some clarity on this justice, what it is. And then we're going to go to love and relationships, all right? Now, most of you know that I don't do readings on Mondays, but surprise. It's just because I'm getting ready to go on vacation, and I'm trying to do some, recorded ones for you guys, but I'm trying to record them close to the time that they're supposed to be, like on the 28th, 29th, whatever. Sorry, I'm getting a couple downloads. So we have the Seven of Cups. Three of Wands. And the Five of Swords. Definitely somebody is thinking way in the future. Somebody's a dreamer. This is not going to bring balance in your life. Somebody's dreaming about a relationship or something happening. You got to make it happen. You can dream of things. You want to have dreams. You want to have goals. You want to have that. However, this is actually trying to seek the truth. So we do definitely want to acknowledge and have the knowledge of what we need to move forward in a relationship or work, or because you've got wands, you've got cups, and you got swords. This is about truth of your heart, truth of what you want, truth for what you want for your future, and make sure that it is something that you can grow on, that it's authentic you. It is the authentic you. This is again about your energies for this week. Creative projects. The authentic you is limitless. You can take whatever you have the potential for and be limitless. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Potential. You know, everybody has a potential to do all kinds of things, but you have to focus in on one. And again, with the Serpent card, with the Divine's card being the first card out and being about knowledge and healing, that's what you have to do first. Shed that old skin and allow a new skin to come through. All right. All right. So for love and relationships, we got the Diamond Dreamer today. Woohoo! Although it's material wealth and true prosperity. So somebody's really worldly and looking at what they can give and what they can get from a world. Their prosperity is in things, definitely. Okay, and that prosperity might be, let's see what else is coming up here. Because my concern is that somebody's very worldly, and this is their harmony. This is what they like. This is what brings them balance. However, what their partner is, I don't know if that's spiritual or if that's earthly. So let's see. Yeah, this is from your reading, 100%. So in your love relationship, you both have to get to the same page. Okay, nothing is ever set in stone. Again, we're talking about the old, letting the old out, letting the new in. It's not set in stone because you are changing. Everything is changing if you allow it, if you're not hanging on to everything. And you are the one that can be the master painter of your own canvas. So nothing is set in stone, even if you get somebody else's opinion or whatever, and you have your own opinion, unless you go to divine, then that is more consistent and that is set in stone. That truth from divine second dimensional realm is truth, and that is a standard that we go by. That's where we get high integrity. That's where we get our morals, high morals, where we get our values, where good is, where bad is. We don't kill each other. That's, bad. I mean, you end a life and a lot of people are hurt, let alone the person that you kill. A lot of people are hurt. It's a ripple effect. What people don't realize, good can be a ripple effect. Joy can be a ripple effect. Love can be a ripple effect, but so can those other low vibrational energies. So nothing is set in stone unless you make your own standard, and whatever that is based on divine intervention or divine realm. Okay. And in your relationship, nothing is set in stone. It's sort of like people say, well, it's all over. It's not over until it's over. And if the divine says it's over, it's over. However, if you say it's over, or if somebody else says it's over, you don't know, because you don't know that other person's heart. That's why it's so important to understand that other person's perspective first. Put yourself last. Try to figure out that other person. Put yourself in a selfless manner and find out, because nothing's set in stone. When I thought something was completely over, I thought, well, that's that. Here we go again. Start all over again. And I'm sitting there. I do the same thing. It's like, okay, well, that one's over. Let's move on. Then all of a sudden, blam. Divine will come in and show you he is the last word. Old thought process, and get rid of that and have new process come in. Because it's not over until divine says it over. Try to keep that in the back of your mind, because this mental wealth, this true prosperity, yes, money and wealth and everything is important. But if you're not on the same page, then it causes more problems. And it isn't over until it's over. But this is a communication thing, especially if you got one spiritual person, one earthly person, and your values, your morals, your integrity are like this. Can it work? Oh, yes, because opposites do attract. However, there's got to be a ton of communication, and there's got to be a ton of accepting of the other person the way that they are. Are you accepting of the person that you're either working with or in love with or dating or whatever? Because you don't want to change them. If you have to change them, then that's not the way love works. It's just not. Nothing set in stone. However, you can't change somebody else. The only person you can change is yourself. All right. But this relationship is based, I just don't know if they're on the same page. This is a communication thing right now until the Mercury retrograde's done. Definitely got some difference of opinions, different of matters, and just talk to each other. I'm going to say this is a time that you really need to talk to each other, especially after the 22nd. Learn about each other, what each other wants, what are their desires, where is their passions, where are their goals, what do they want to go, what do they want to do, what's their bucket list, what's their goal list, that kind of a thing. Because it's not over until the divine says it is. So, unless you're fighting, okay, this is the only thing with this love relationship thing. If you're fighting more than the pleasure in life in that relationship, it's not worth it. It's not supposed to be. If you're fighting and arguing much, much more than you can think of the positives, that's also could be a mindset too. So a lot of the times humans will look at the negative before the positive. However, if all you do is argue, and you cannot see the love, or you cannot see the connection of the positiveness of the relationship, and you're both not looking at each other in love and caring and compassion and that kind of a thing, then what are you doing? Anyway, that's your reading, Taurus. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, please. I appreciate it. Like. And then 22nd at 11 a.m., full moon reading. Subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified when that is. Also, daily readings. They're going to be going Monday through Friday still, at least until July 4th. I am on vacation on the full moon starting, but I will be doing a live video from Universal Studios or Disney World, or both. Sort of a vacation, but not. I'm a travel agent in the day, so doing some travel stuff too for my channel as well. So I think that's it. Retrograde ends the 22nd, so hold on to your horses. Don't make any big decisions. Don't fight. Don't just diffuse. Do whatever you can not to have a communication kerfuffles until the end of the 22nd. 23rd, kiss and make up for me. because that's definitely when you want to sort of be happy that the retrograde is over. We still have Saturn's retrograde and Pluto's, and I'll talk about those on the 22nd with the full moon reading. Otherwise, we'll see you next week, and hope you guys have a great week. Don't forget to shed the old skin. Get rid of those old crappy ways, because you can't grow and be limitless. That spider web can grow as big as you want it to. All right, take care.